Okay, so let's round off with possibly one of the most interesting, or should I say, most common questions that I get asked right now, which is why are so many investors looking to get out of property? Is that good for new investors, or is it a major red flag? And it's a great question because it's on everyone's mind, okay? Everyone is equally looking forward to getting into property, is also going, well, hang on a minute, why are so many people exiting? And is it because of the changes to the renters reform bill, or the renters rights bill? Sorry. So the answer to that question, in my own opinion, is the fact that right now we are seeing the biggest change that we have done in probably a decade. Okay, the last time that we had a big change like this in property, it was the changes to the Section 24 tax. Okay, so a lot of people that owned properties in their personal name then became penalised for doing so, and that was kind of phased in. And we probably haven't seen like a major upset in property. We've certainly had plenty of blows from the government, but we probably haven't seen a major upset for probably the last 8 to 10 years. And then this is obviously a pretty major one, where landlords that have been sitting on portfolios for a couple of decades and they've had to ride through those tax changes and had to adapt to it, are now having to adapt to the fact that things are going to get tougher with renting properties out. Okay, and I say tougher, I mean there's more rules and regulations around it, but actually it might be better in some aspects because it's making property a more professional industry. Okay, some people might agree with that statement, some people might not. That's not what's important. What's important is often when lots of people do one thing, which is right now a lot of landlords exiting, a lot of people then rush to do the same. Okay, and you can see that in multiple different investment classes. You could look at Bitcoin when it's kind of naturally riding up and down. When it rides up, when everyone's talking about it, well, everyone's getting involved in it. And in a kind of similar way, property right now is something where a lot of landlords, particularly those, like I said, that have been in it for years and years, in their little groups, in their circles, they're all saying to each other, you know what, we've done well over the years. It's time for us to get out. It's time for us to make a change. And because of that, a lot of landlords are selling up. I get, honestly, a couple of inquiries a week for landlords looking to sell portfolios. I've been reviewing a lot of portfolios recently. And what that means isn't scary, in my opinion. What that brings and means is massive opportunity, because a lot of these landlords are willing to exit and willing to get out at below market value prices. So while some people are looking at it going, whoa, major red flag. Well, it's not a red flag that people want to get out. It's just they're done with it. They've had enough. It's getting harder to be a professional investor. It's getting harder. The profit margins are getting squeezed. There's a lot in favor of the tenants that rent our properties. However, when we see a mass exodus of people looking to leave, well, that often brings opportunity. The market gets saturated with more properties. We get people looking to sell and exit quickly because they become impatient and they don't want to upset their tenants with lots of viewings and changeover of ownership. And because of that, if we're now sitting at the other side of the mountain, okay, the landlords at the top of the mountain looking to get off, we're at the bottom. We are investors looking to grow the portfolio, looking to climb up the mountain of success. So if at the same time we want to start, lots of people are exiting, well, now we can grab a bargain, we can grab opportunity. So I would actually say if you are genuinely serious about building a portfolio and you're not just saying it because it sounds good, then I would say now is the opportunity to go more all in than ever and really double down on building that portfolio. So that is my personal opinion. Some people will agree, some people will not, and I'm absolutely okay with that.